Don't stop or hesitate, lyrical blows that make you levitate. Rappers think they're fat, damn, they're fucking featherweight, for heaven's sake. I never crossed over ever, mate. I regularly elevate what other men regulate, I never mate. Famous that I can't back with hella weight. MC selling their souls, I reckon companies selling fakes. I celebrate, stay sleeping while I'm well awake. I celebrate while they feel the rain, the weather, mate. Some well awake, the album drops, but they never make it. Tell them people pivotal to venom when they smell a snake. There's 1,000 stories in the city that are hella fake and never wait for mine or waste time doing their fate. Together, mate, all we need is to delegate some mind power so that our thoughts can generate and segregate the real from the fellas fake. It's time for B-boys to get yours together, mate. Together, mate.
We elevate, pressure MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate, we elevate.
Supper MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate,
we elevate. Pressure MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate, we elevate.
Supper MC, rock the acapella break.
B-boy verbally littering, configuring, lettering, sampling, veterans delivering words on the world that I'm living in. I'm forgiving it, my style no considering, giving in, accelerate, don't deviate, aggravate, featherweight, to better way, never hesitate, get us right, elevate, till you levitate, demonstrate skills that the hills will celebrate. Fascinating, situate, styles that you emulate, lacerate flows with the flows that I punctuate, intimidate, in the light, hours I stimulate, cowards imitate my style, try to simulate, picking the mind, noise, B-boys, kicking in the crowd, innovate, next got the wick up to your finger break, integrate, sounds on the ground, I'm on my main, nominate the hoods for the crew to dominate. We elevate, pressure MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate, we elevate.
Supper MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate,
we elevate. Pressure MC, rock the acapella break.
I elevate,
you elevate, we elevate.
Supper MC, rock the acapella break.
As lunar rays illuminate the landscape in the night time, the city skyline stains the canvas of my mind. The city's heart beats in line with the breaths I inhale. For each light that ignites, there's a story to tell. As darkness falls, amber street lights creates a means to see from heads nodding in a cipher from tight circle of MCs. So got a mist of osprey, rebound and spiral from walls. As wet paint radiates, as soul colours unite whole. Journey down train lines as if they're pilgrimage paths. The steel tracks reflect moonlight guiding our steps through the darks. Train stations and parks at its points of congregations. Our speech written with slang, street Morse code conversations. A generation camouflaged by the backdrop of darkness. As society cast us and labelled us as shadow artists. I live by the words that just expel from my mouth. So my rhymes are written in the dark, so there's no shadow of doubt.
Take a look but don't come knocking to this world that I live in. You may see it every day but you can never get a grip inside. The rhythm, lifestyle's the way my life rides. The public assumptions made up from pride will subside. The truth will then hide, subdivide from its matter. Cause divisions of society resides on stable platters and splattered and scattered and spread around the fucking city. Since the spots that I chill in, now society calls shitty, what a pity. I don't know why I feel like the spy in the Cold War, shaking hands to the ones identified. If you don't qualify, you're just another passerby. Must learn to understand we occupy the same space under the sky.
Of the shadow of death, the valley, the valley, the valley of the shadow, shadow of death.
Walking softly, letting my steps caress the concrete, thinking wisely, my breath controlled and held deep. My pace slow and flowing, harmonized to bass, heavy beats. My eyes recording to memory, my views of the streets. The polluted ecosystem leaves your lungs a musty taste, while the sky looks out of focus in a misty carbon haze. As old buildings corrode, their walls on cloud coloured grey. In a 90s state of mind, this is ranked the nice day. The strange melody of the city echoes throughout reality. People passing me, it's just that, just people passing me. Acknowledge the face of the recognised with a nod or handshake, or form hate-filled glaring eyes to enemies and all who fake. The streets bustling with aliens in their own worlds, concentrating on their problems, mainly keeping to themselves. I guess it's instincts, the way I think, the way I act. Destinations, explanations, and patience is what I lack. An extension, a reflection of my own habitat. Call it a claustrophobic nation, cause we all feel trapped. Whether or not my own creation, I adapt to all situations, and that is a fact. And that is a fact.
You crucify me with your eye when I go past it, ain't they wise? Maybe see your deepest fears, looking through your filthy lies, making men cry. Perceive the living lullabies, never glorified, cause it's sure to terrify or horrify little kids with daily stories. You're nothing too gory, tales of the truth are getting worried. Always visible to all in the underground category. Can't be seen cause we reside in the shadows in the skies, but tell a 20 man around a shorter flip surprise. Deprived from the views that we see, have to survive. Every day I come away, had that ready to play. Now get out of my way, cause I'm going back into the shadows. I'm going back into the shadows.
It's 360. Turntable Jedis, uncut recordings. Taking over this shit. DJ Sheep, Fanatic, DJ Damage. Word up, the motherfucking foul child in this bitch.
I got the wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style, always been a foul
You
child.
getting burned if you talk, mate. I'm serving you born fakes. A serial killer like I was murdering cornflakes. You bitch faggots don't believe this shit. I'll leave you seething and even stop you from breathing, bitch. I need to spit. See me defeating your scripts. Such a nutter, I'm beefing with the evilest kids and your feeblest piss. If you people are dissing, I'll have you curled up in the corner in the fetal position. A foul child with my mic and my skill. I stole Martin Bryant's ID for my license to kill. You get your lungs crushed by my nunchucks, and I ain't of Jewish faith, so you know that I'm uncut. Me and the boys got our own fight club. We hardcore like dark boards in bike pubs. The newest member, I'm a cat that's real. Fuck a stage, grab your shield and I'll meet you in the battlefield.
I got the wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. The wild style, always been a foul child.
I'm ripping, I kill MCs, I'm the best to drop with killer delivery, smashing your skull with a letterbox. You must abide by my savage rules. A pack of wolves attacking fools, stabbing and acting cruel. I school you, and if you faggots just diss me, then I write about murders like Agatha Christie. I slays on the mic with the hugest knife, bitch. You'll need to survive, breathing through pipes like scuba divers. The shit I do I never regret. I prank call the government with fake terrorist threats. I've got a fan base all over the landscape. I'm not your friend, so don't step to me with a handshake. You needin' band-aids from my rampage. I'll melt your body and I'll cook your skin for a pancake. Riding in the dark cause I'm raw, see. This is the type of shit to spark a fucking World War III.
I got the wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style, always been a foul child. The wild style, always been a foul child. I got the wild style. I got the wild
DJ Army, Town, the highest, West Caliber Coast. The highest caliber, skate, erratic break, big traveller, how's that? All over tracks with his raps on this channel, DJ Army. And the West next best, silver parameters like border patrols to gain control of these amateurs. Ladder clamorers, climbers, designers of weaker rhymers and crews. Best of the few crews that can't rhyme, get dropped like hemlines, tweak like loose minds that can't find peace. Release a different style of day to keep them biters away. When I speak, the highest caliber. Up the strength to lyrically serve crews now. Bring ya power and know-how, eating crabs like cows on meat shells. Struck 12 like clocks, crews that can't rock. My hoodies pull pink, rock minds rock. Pull up your chairs like socks, hard like a desperate kid. Crotch and sex shop spots, eclectic, mine's eccentric. But I'm ill like pops, kids of despair with glazed glares. Fed bad with brace, drop you suck off. Rock you like tiny tots in cots, that boss. Falsified smiles of kids, overconfident cliques who run a few bits and pieces to ceaseless what life I mean live to give corrupted punitive myths. Their bass and snares don't exist. There's to equip your beat bits so that they bounce like tits. And your rhymes this time change up and sound like remix. These kids are fake. The whole from Bali to Harley's light right rhythms and gaps of gifting in suburban missions. Practitioners closed, shut up shops in rows, taking their product rhyme flows, swapping for butt clothes, dry lives and worse. Like we run to fat shows, I'm good to go from the first. This planet Perth, the nexus, providing you grants to research because the best and the worst gather to reverse. From spitting verbs when in perth, we're like some rhyme cursed church it's in search. The first alert decide our well-growing community purse on planet Earth, sitting ducks to fads and media smirks. Sitting ducks to fads and media smirks.
One and the same, so put your ear to the ground like your name was Van Gogh. Who you'll see in your town, someone's making the most. So I propose a toast to the homegrown scene, up against the mainstream, but still keeps it nice. Bringing the vibe, DIY, right. And locally the local cats keeping it tight with style and grace like a drunk Tom Waits. On stage, the pub or in your record crates. Australia's got a hard time claiming a sound, looking for a culture saying yeah that's ours. You can get it when you're rhyming, you can get it rocking crowd, you can get it getting down. Matter of fact, I got it now. Whose songs get sung, whose plays get played, whose art gets seen, whose films get made. Cape York to Adelaide, local flavour marinade, 4 tracks, a mic and a million moves to swing. We make it on a shoestring with L-plate wings. Build up your thick skin to handle criticism. The mainstream's got the heart and soul missing. The underground keep it fresh like a baby teething. Yep.
Turn it up.
Yeah. Back in the days, back in '78,
When basketball courts heard the first beats break, Cool Herc came, set up a PA. The street became the stage and nobody got paid. 24 years on and some call it the noughties, and hip-hop still ain't about the top 40. I'd rather hear my peers rap to a real audience.
For kids with integrity who wanna hear it different.
With or without equipment or ears to listen, still do our shit, reminiscent of the rhythm that we rap to. Beats that you back to and props to. Melbourne City's underground committee coming at you. Now I say it's mostly about the good times,
With a few good lines that underline the hard times.
but it's definitely not about the dollar signs, man. It's about the love, man, that's the bottom line.
Whose songs get sung?
Whose plays get played?
Whose art gets seen?
Whose films get made? Cape York
To Adelaide,
local flavour,
marinade,
4 tracks,
a mic
and a million moves to swing. We make it on a shoestring with L-plate wings. Build up your thick skin to handle criticism. The mainstream's got the heart and soul missing. The underground keep it fresh like a baby teething. Yep.
Alright, shout out to Curse of Aussie Battler, Enough Transporter, Hilltop Roots, Good Buddha, Hick Step, LG, Space Change, Music versus Physics. Can't forget the Symbiotic Sound System, Scars on 45, Solomon Klepto, all the people at Next Level and Obese Records. Check it, check it.
To all art critics and cynics,
Our lyrics are arsenic. Feel it.
pop compromises got the quality dwindling.
The industry ain't interested in anything interesting.
The A&R guys just squirm in their seats.
Peace to the kid freestyling in the street.
Do it
Cause you love it,
cause you want it,
cause you kick it, bounce, twist, pivot, rhythm check, kill it.
And
whose songs get sung, whose plays get played, whose art gets seen, whose films get made. Cape York to Adelaide, local flavour marinade. 4 tracks, a mic and a million moves to swing. Make it on a shoestring with L-plate wings. Build up your thick skin to handle criticism. The mainstream's got the heart and soul missing. The underground keep it fresh like a baby teething.
Message follows.
That's a GCS execution from the president. I agree on message valid also. Step 1, launch keys inserted. Roger. Let's enable the missiles. Program flight switch, enable. Flight all, LFO. Unlock code inserted. Stand by. Unlock codes inserted. Enable switch, enable. It's enabled. Coordinate. Enable command. Yes, this is Aussie. We're doing all call enable. Thank you. Key turn on my mark. Standing by. 5, 4.
This is a warning. This is Beale. Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. Roger, we've got 32 targets in track and 10 impacting points. Want to confirm, is this an exercise? Roger, copy. This is not an exercise.
Here it comes.
Make some noise, cunts.
There's not going to be a war, is there?
We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nose and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be toasted crisp, warheads on the explosive tip. We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nose and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be toasted crisp, warheads on the explosive tip. Warheads, hawks at a time to let spurt with dormant lyrics like mines in deserts. Stein said it's the crime can't be defined by medics. You'll find when shouting draw across you out like completed questions. Line you up and fire in seconds. To define my weapon is iron pilot textures. Impressions like artline and links affections. With adverts mass murder like Ryan's first seconds. Bursting vessels of devils and rebels. My twisted metal leaves roadkill and drop zones incredible. Pot smoking cerebral, I rock flows intentional. Plot rows with decibels, I got no identical. You spot after I censor you, froth after I drench you. You box after I fence you, you drop after I behead you. Dead you, warheads are always one step ahead. Fuck you up like sexy cunts in double bed. We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nose and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be toasted crisp, warheads on the explosive tip. We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nose and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be explosive tip.
Graphics trapped in his unmanned bunker, strapped with nothing but track pants and a jumper. Orders were given to keep me out. You're not gonna stop my belief with doubt. The grief of shout, screams and shrieks. War's not pretty and what I've seen is bleak. Heads blasted by masters, crashed like Black Hawk helicopter disasters. I place recordings on the fields, it diverts attention from the areas they've sealed. I move fast, time stood still from the watchtower. Keep your eyes peeled. You've declared war, never struck by your weapon, stepping on terrain that's stained by intention. We captured the core soldier. The battle was won, but the war is not over.
We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nos and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be toasted crisp, warheads on the explosive tip. We're supposed to spit the dopest shit, no nos and ifs. Yes, we roast you kids, so go and diss. You'll be toasted crisp, warheads on the explosive tip.
MC's raise the white flag into a battle. Drop the bomb on us, never shell shock. Combat, flying shrapnel. I'm a nuclear warhead, bomb invasion. MC's raise the white flag into a battle. Drop the bomb on us, never shell shock. Combat, flying shrapnel. I'm a nuclear warhead, bomb invasion. MC's raise the white flag into a battle. Drop the bomb.
Brains like an axe.
Got a problem with balance?
My brain's like an axe, so hacks that lack get maimed when I aim. Time your lame shit got taken back. Here's the receipt for it, you're faking like Jax, that's corrupt. Never give up with raps, cause I'm not a police informant. Each installment my shit gets better. Sinister clever with the writtens that sever. Flipping letters like Adriana, I mean Sophie Faulkner. When the top dollar phrases start to unleash from my arsenal of stockpile of speaks like a dog collar and get masterful. Rigorous, it's ridiculous how rhythmic this kid shit is when I'm licking my limericks like lips on a clitoris. It's the lyricist called Bob Balance on tracks. Love patterns make combatants stop like they cop batters, cause they sound like they got whacked from how whack they're rapping.
MCs get smashed, smashed in a flash.
Got a problem with balance?
Get that ass clean.
You got a problem with balance?
Taking me out, it's no picnic.
You got a problem with balance?
Slurp the sack.
Cause it's clear that I'm here to end motherfuckers' careers.
Bash your bitchy, bullshitty, belligerent old biddy, babble and maggle your magnificent, mutilate your mic communicator. Do a favour to yourself and step off, or like a wooden rake, my shit'll snap back, fly at you and smack you with a black eye. And thinking you gotta hope you're crack high. I disenfranchise, chomp, chastise, stomp, capsize and baptise your boat, cause you won't float through. I got your goat, you shouldn't have spoke. Go get your coat from the cloakroom. You're leaving, wheezing, I'm teasing, sneezing on your rap for no reason, easing and max. You're seeming hyperactive now. In a quarter hour you'll be in a heat sapped and lyrics will be leaping on your back, cause you're underneath another LC indecent rhyme attack.
MCs get smashed, smashed in a flash.
Got a problem with balance?
Get that ass clean.
You got a problem with balance?
Taking me out, it's no picnic.
You got a problem with balance?
Slurp the sack.
Cause it's clear that I'm here to end motherfuckers' careers.
peace of mind, trying to find some sign of the passing time horizon watcher, waiting for the sun to set. No regrets, all bets off, time to jet. It gets like that, sometimes you gotta move on in a tailspin, failing to sing along. Hedgerows, sideshows, my nose senses danger in the perfume as I pass by the stranger. Damn, try not just to stammer, pick up my pen, add context to grammar, keep grounded like handset planes up in hangars, feet firm planted, about to take root. I send it deep down underground, searching for the sound to nourish me all around, so you'll hear me whenever I run up in your town on a journey, and my goal is yet unfound. On a journey of the metaphysical kind, I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. On a journey, and it's only just begun. I'm on a journey of the metaphysical kind. I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. On a journey, and it's only just begun. I stop and stare, mind stayed aware. On a journey, eager to be everywhere. Memories be the key to my time traveling, and I chase the future in every second that I'm living. Breathing, seizing the day like night. In a fight for supremacy, I keep my grip tight, right? Right, keep it left. Cause who can really know the right path to step? I'm on a journey, and every journey has its wrong turns. Detours, median strips, and Melbourne's hook turns. Live and learn as you find your own way, until you can wrestle the night back to day. I'm on a journey of the metaphysical kind. I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. I'm on a journey, and it's only just begun. I'm on a journey of the metaphysical kind. I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. I'm on a journey, and it's only just begun. Here I am, where I'm at, in show toes and caps like nothing. Scanning the scene for mad tracks. The fatter the MC, the deeper the prince be, and the deeper the prince be, the longer the CC. Sometimes I follow and sometimes I lead. Some beats leave me hollow and some just creep up on me, down low. I sound kind of off point when I rap like this, but it's all good cause I can take a dish. Should it come, knock on wood, but if it does come, it'll have to catch me. The name's FG, and I'm on a journey. On a journey, on a journey, I'm on a journey. On a journey, on a journey, on a journey, on a journey.
Making moves down south, down south, down south. Making moves down south, down south, down south. Making moves, making moves down south.
On a journey of the metaphysical kind. I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. On a journey, and it's only just begun. I'm on a journey of the metaphysical kind. I'm on a journey, moving throughout space and time. I'm on a journey, shadow chasing back to the sun. On a journey, and it's only just begun. Yeah, I'm on a journey. MG, J Red, Journeyman. Check it out.
Another installment, fresh involvement with a view like satellites in orbit. I'm floating above the rest with high interest, probably cause I got a lung full of zest. When you hear the bomb, I'm fatter than super clones. When I know my spray words in a steel like flow, suckers who defy or test this, I make you breathless, cause my best tip would leave you chestless. You don't wanna see me in action, there's a fraction of skill left the last cut with brain damage. I'm like Alzheimer's, you forget about, try this, cause my shit's madder than getting laid by two chicks. Like bouncers, I enforce crowd control. Well, fakes are like the devil wishing they had a bit of soul. Frontin' like you wanna tangle, I stab words in your stomach and twist a paragraph in every angle.
When a bit of sweet song in my heart, I take every step.
The force of nature, the elemental blend. I strike with the force of heavens till the turbulent end. Like a murderer's revenge, I'm coming straight for your jugular. Flying words attack indiscriminate to who the fuck you are. Yeah, I'm a nah, but I come to fight to stop being nice. Pack a punch, when I spit it, you'll be seeing me twice. My reasons why, I don't know, I got a plan like Napoleon. Keep on going until they're burning like petroleum. Sometimes we deviate, sometimes I need a break. Sometimes they secrets stay lost in a hopeless world of evil. Hey, if I had a choice, all will be cool enough to hang with, but it's never the way. It's hypothetically, imagine if tall poppy cutters just didn't exist. So forget about your egos and just listen to this.
When a bit of sweet song in my heart, I take every step.
Now I release a masterpiece of my music.
Thou shalt not sleep, and thou shalt not throw chunks up like drunks in the concrete. Cardiac is what we put in every day of the week. Lines are covered in chrome, shining everyone's low. Even on metal tapes, tracks never rust. Iron ox, I couldn't conquer us. Prone to all sorts of seasons, all sorts of heathens. You can't catch my meaning. You see the infidels, I leave breathing. Impregnate the mic and going in uncharted waters like semen. I'm flirting with Virgin Mermaid, sound the siren. It's a jailbreak like TNT, I'm firing. For those about to drop hip-hop, we salute you. For those about to break and spin wax, we salute you. For those about to spin shit, we salute you. With the middle finger up, I know you're not used to such abuse. I refuse to lose, I choose to bruise anyone, any crew and any of you. That's it, any of you, any of you. Come and get some. Haha.
When a bittersweet song in my heart, I take every step.
Staying wrong, don't want props for what I say in a song. I'm playing on cats, it's on some juvenile styles. Like making a bomb, fake the wrong motion. Now you letting down your defense. You seem dense, packaged in a coating of pretense. But you want a part of these, got you looking stupid starting beefs. Though my crew is known to preach the art of peace. You got it twisted like a bottle top. Stop, Minute's gonna rock the spot for you tonight. Others might start dropping off. This game appears over. End your lame career, and the raps on the track sound the same in your rear. I can battle if I have to, don't doubt them. And enter MC battles to try to win pressings, but I don't give a fuck about them. More impressive chicks in the crowd when we're out, never one that's loud, cause my actions tell you what I'm about. You talk a lot out your mouth, but that's all you do. Just singing songs, bring it on, mate, my crew is calling you. Bring it on, bring it on. Step on my time warp, clutched in my right was white chalk, practicing by bombing up my sidewalk. Before I wonder thought or even thought of art of war. Wars in Africa, 3rd degrees, and I survived them all. I had to be the lightest store. My mum supported me, lies stored over time. That's what my father taught to me, it's like a law to me. We went from 4 to 3 MCs, it shows we can be found, however drunken and disorderly. More importantly, the past and how we got where we are. Don't fool yourself, we worked a tad more than fairly hard, played every card, we kept it a state of the art. And clubs back then, I swear to God, were like a cherry art. Right for the popping if you catch my drift, and I'm sure you do. Hip hop played in my Suzuki Swift. I couldn't give 2 fucks if you were to do drugs or join the Ku Klux or swing 2 chucks. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Mic ripper in any weather. Don't think that I'm clever, never get fed up. Step up, be heard and always keep your head up. Whatever people say or even think means you all need to go get a life. And you're straight us as in class as me, as someone thick. Pretty much you're all freaks to my eyes. You try to brutalize innocent guys, cause you're bored watching the stock exchange rise. I'm not with that, if you stare I'm gonna stare back. If your towel won't think fair, don't they never compare, I'm lacking in care fact. But for my crew I'd do anything to go help. With second jacks got my back, we'll attack you with thrust kicks to the belt.
You get sucked like slowing cars in quarries.
Some real shit like yesterday, never messing with peasant men with the ill shit. He who crossed the path gets teeth charmed. Guaranteed I will educate, so grab the book and read up. I'm ready and willing, edgy and silly at times. So it's best you check my mood before you question my rhymes. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah. Bring it on. 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 Bring it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair. I have gathered here before me the world's deadliest assassin.
Damn this rocks, cross the country down to Adelaide. Don't display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks.
country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent.
I stay grounded like Ansett. My flow's coming steady, kicking writtens in ciphers like choosing sex over headies. You best be ready, get your guard up. We're scorching cunts. Now I'm more uptight than West End rough. In Victorian pubs, we're the victorious ones. We're never coming lame. Someone should have passed us on picture Jenna Jameson. You wanna be the best? Did you still let me to contest? This track's more away than smacky cunts of HIV tests. Barrage the raps, I make MCs look like fading G. My crew's full of sick uns like a guy in a college waiting room. I'm playing dudes out like busted hand and blackjacks. Watch Matt attack, spit facts and raps on tracks. I need breathers to reverse, man. Them all like free speeches. I'm more out of control in classrooms with relief teachers. Kids are pleasing by day, at night I'm sold kids and dropping this with styles fat as Angelina Jolie.
So you want a battle? Well, look what happened to this last dude. I'm tearing apart rappers like fat men with fast food. Still these weak MCs just try my raps, faking more shit than their girl's first climax. MCs you think they're fly, watch me rack your minds. It's tight like dice, married to celibate guys. All these rappers just waiting to take on a few king hits, burning pussy cunts right down to their pink pits. Man, I drop more raps than litter bugs. MCs get torn like mates, these women are fucking bitter cunts. Fuck the charts, I'd rather be a porn star, ripping the heart out of any MC straight through his ass. We leave your skis as Bieber and straight stitches. Rough my finger with chicks on their period with pincers. Take this word of advice and drop the mic, cause I'll still be tired on the night on my 69th.
Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent.
It's funny, you're so much better until we got here. So see it clearing through, you don't feel the man in the mirror. It force to force, I'll walk through you like a door. When you fuck with a funk cause, we put your ass to the floor. Quicker than gravity, I'm not known as the rapper, see, I'm known as that dude who keeps grabbing me. You can find the wise man ripping at your wife's fine man. Cause you're better in a battle when you're not done with bribing. So you better start hiding. Your mum heard you cuss on the track, you get a hiding. So then I'll step back, record the screams of terror and sample it to my track. I might scare underage chicks, but I'll spot my hair on an underage rave and beat you with a glow stick. Never attempted to be accepted, except when I never got a mention and wanted attention. A showstopper, so don't try and stop me. You can take the queer shit and share the love with your gentry. Entry's not there, just your exit. As I take your feeble brain and start to perplex it, I wreck shit, and that's not on the secondary. I knock them off individually, so they better be wary. A verbal missionary spitting raps is a primary reason to bury these fake cats who think they're scary. But it's okay, cause sometimes they fall flat in the arse. Not the head of the class unless the head of the teacher get a pass. It's a farce, how they claim they leave an aftermath. More likely end up working in gay erotic massage bars. So let's have a laugh, the expensive whack rappers acting flashy and really showing skills like soapy actors. It's contagious when you hear this form of rapping, cause my style's more flammable than petrol-soaked log cabins.
Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent. Damn this rocks. Across the country down to Adelaide. Down to Adelaide. Damn this rocks. Down to Adelaide. To blow up the spot. Down to Adelaide. Damn this rocks. Down to Adelaide. Dope display of sheer talent.
That tried to diss, quite a risk, got decapitated with a flying disc. While I'm trying to get pissed, bottle shop shot, rock to the pub, fuck what time it is. I like the spliff, I like the miss, got me feeling like I'm gliding shit. Comatose in the cloud of smoke, you know how it go on a night like this. Really lies, I don't know, rhymes won't stop. Wanna swing on stage, my flying fox. Steal your mic and I'm gliding off in the night horizon, igniting crops when I wide roll. Swear I get so blind, I need a guide dog. The cyclops off the eyes shut, talking about who turned the lights on. You ready to terrorize or what? Grab the mic, start sizing them up. Drunk as fuck in a garbage truck, no life, see if I give a fuck. Designated, medicated, rhyme and dedicated. Elevated my mind, drink casting pints with masterminds till we freestyle through a breathalyzer. Stepping on my no cooperation, hijacking bones, deadly combination. Now we got a place in these compilations, so there's no more waiting, we dominate. Culture vultures, my controllers, culture a high roll. I'm to the teeth with the rhymes and the beats, deep in the mind of the beholder. I told you, culture a king, snatching crowns, catching clowns and slapping them down. Fuck hijack, I ain't a rapper, I'm just a voice that's been trapped in the sound. Culture vultures, my controllers. controllers, culture a high roll. Arm to the teeth for the rhymes and the beats, deep in the mind of the beholder. I told you, culture a king, snatching crowns, catching clowns and slapping them down. Fuck hijack, I ain't a rapper, I'm just a voice that's been trapped in sound. Trying to restrain the music's use to dilute a human catastrophe. With plans to take and press some plans for ransom, massacre the whole fucking factory. And the next whack MC, the one to come on and chat to me about hip hop politics, gets thrown up a bridge and dug out the ground the next day by an archaeologist. My album, I ain't gonna be dropping this till we drop the apocalypse. I've been too busy at chocolate lips off all them chatterboxes and gossipers. There's no stopping this. Watching listen musicians without a punch to listen, still on a mission to conquer the rhythm, knocking out all competition. Everything I gave away, took it back. Twisted rhymes, crooked raps, stepping on stage, hallucinating, yelling at the crowd. What you looking at? Lost my marble, should I bother finding them, stifling with the rhymes I bring? Cause I'm ahead of myself, like I wrote these rhymes in a fucking time machine. Time machine, time machine, time machine, time machine, time machine, time machine, time machine.
This is Lesson Less.
Articulate acquisitions follow me wherever I go. My recital is accurate. See, I always knew I had a knack for it. Mnemonic breakthrough from the pack as the empire's collapsing. Headlines in every edition making panic for a minute. Caught up in the current. Concurrently, these two rappers go at it. Tag team from all angles. Our agility make you lose your sensibility. Fatal fury of the unanimous jury. Each line I design will marinate in the back of your mind till you work it out while we working out. With a beat like this would make any rapper write 4 pages. Get live at the crib, we'll wake your neighbours. This is it, outrageous, dangerous, flavoursome, but still not paid in full. Can't pay the reverent respect, bills be painful. Debt be now mnemonic, it won't burn your pocket if you choose to support it. Pick the website for insight. Girls sport our t-shirts skin tight. Live we high, freshly picked off the tree ripe. It's a natural selection, fuel injection, sound projection. For pleasant digestion, we bring the secret weapon via our own discretion. So pay attention, and one day you might learn your lesson. If the lesson is this, lesson less.
We rock the spot for people who hit the pinnacle plot. Suggestive rhythms they get my mind gut and get the slowest turtle moving at an eagerly pace. No phone number, a name, you're all I seen is a face. And that could shuffle the beat and recognize the point of defeat. But I've been waiting in this queue for too long.
Hey, how about you? Do you feel the same way I do?
But too scared to move, that comfort zone is the trap. This beat is hitting exactly how it should. Better recognize your feelings, cause mnemonic they could bring out the truth. I'm sick American people acting aloof with no agenda at hand. You better shut down that program.
It's a natural selection, fuel injection, sound projection for pleasant digestion. We bring that secret weapon, fire at our own discretion. So pay attention, and one day you might learn your lesson. If the lesson is this, less and less.
Yeah. Look at these kids up here on the mic, man. Acting like fucking big guns, man. Nothing but big mouths, man. Yeah. Oh, is that right? What right? Your flow is that tight? Bro, my verse in reverse, I get loose and lose your ass and cruise past fast as leopards in dry grass. And still casual lads with my fly ass. Shine without platinum, the captain of the first 15. You grumpy bastards ain't heard a verse this mean since my last release. With fast defeat, you could get nothing past the beats. And MCs like pasta, disaster, trying to outlast the man that got it locked like the master keys. This tongue and bastard eats through your thick skull, over dance cuts and more nuts in a mixed bowl. What do they have that we don't go? It's so grab a hold of yourself, sonny. Sweeter than honey, it's Howie. We represent and take a bow. We're so woe, we're so wowie. You're a sight to be seen like the Yowie. For the record, it's David Bowie, not Bowie. Kiwis give us props like Jason Lowry. Now we up to Andy. Speaking of New Zealand, I'd like to say what's up to Andy. Trayvon and Jess, God bless.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks like a mouth of a clock. Go pound.
Everybody rapping,
but it's like clapping with one hand.
You don't know how.
One sound, but one man.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks with the mouth of a clock. Go pound, pay dues, so I don't know now. I'm gonna rap till I mean everybody. I don't need to use big words to jig nerves and unsettle your stomach. My flows are like an episode of Who Done It. Keep you on your toes and still run it. And in your rat race, you blokes get choked with your fat lace strung out. You could rap till you cough a lung out. Alrighty, bro, I'm like when they let Mighty Joe Young out. Beating my chest after defeating the rest. Unless you hook my family up, I got no reason to rest. Till the heart sees in the chest. Till death do us part in the family. Hide the success, key in the vest. Buried 6 feet deep, reunited with Mother Earth just to gather minerals for the physical, the surface. Then blessed by God for my body and soul. Resurrected, reconnected to deliver the goal. So I guess I really don't stop. Neither do these coolies and short shots, come on.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks with the mouth like a clock. Go to pound.
Everybody rapping,
but it's like clapping with one hand.
You don't know how.
One sound, but one man.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks with the mouth like a clock. Go to pound, pay dues, so I don't owe now. I'm gonna rap till I mean everybody. Hey, you looking tired then, mate. Looking like you're way past your expiry date. I'm cheeky, huh? True that, I'm just a rude chap rocking microphones, making love songs for your girl for her nights alone. Folks discussing this, blokes illustrious wordplay like hustlers. Spoke the game, how not to be broke insane. How dance spin records like spokes and chains. Hey, note the name, take heed, you need to name the team. Pieces with the love fall from the sky, we reign supreme. Letting off steam like a broken down ream. Wave your hands in the air like you're choking downstream. Shit creek, no paddle. You little pig squeaks don't want no battles. I rattle your dome, shattering your grey mattering, gathering your clones for genocide. Men have died before and they still will. Say,
everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks with the mouth like a clock. Go down.
Everybody rapping,
but it's like clapping with one hand.
You don't know how.
One sound, but one man.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how.
Out the blocks with the mouth like a clock. Go down.
Everybody rapping, but you don't know how. Should've seen the boy.
The boy they call Yeah. I hear you, big mouth idiot. Yelling hardcore, you want to battle this person, that person, man. You really think you can battle me when I come up and step up, man? I don't think so, man. I think you just better watch your mouth, man. Shut it, man. Shut it.
shed trends and trample samples to the dirt. Never lay back saying I rap, I do work. Hold mics and slice like a whippersnipper, sip a bit of brew, rip a cruise, written too swiftly. But I'm not like Whitney, who dares loses and bears bruises if they shit me. From Sydney to Shepparton and let them know that nobody can fuck with that Bigfoot flow.
I lace tracks while you chase smack. Heard your tape is crap, it lacks pace. You have to make a snap decision. Your raps are shit and you should be quitting. Didn't listen when I dished out my warning, you bore me. Surely you'd be better off braving. I'll brave the rough weather whenever it rained. You're getting washed away, so watch what you say. I've got lots of ways to slay all you soft cocks.
It's Bigfoot, Victorian on the move. Rhymes drop when my mind locks into the groove. I'll shake the soundscape and rip apart the tape. One of the freshest FCs from the Garden State. I'll grab the mic tight and swing while Jeff Fennick, fanatic Aussie battler, attacking the pathetic. I flow fatter from Brizzy to Rosanna, no matter the location. My style's dope, you're chasing.
I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme.
Turning legends to myths with every sentence I spit. I'm leaving heads disheveled, your shit's limp on every other level. Starting but I'll never settle down for whatever. Serving up a stern mix to your clowns. You found a way to sound the same, yet I doubt it. Let you cower for a second, then I light the fuse and burn quicker. Turn and instigate a bit of feud and proof just who's who. The goons crew will move through and soon you will recognise. Game's people weak shit tonight.
I don't dilute, I spit it straight. These flows and breaks make waves in a state. Collate colloquial sound bites, it's so tight. Think ahead, got your mic in my infrared sight. You stiff, spitting writtens at your shows like faggots. Dropping corny one-liners like a Rogue McManus. We hit the stage like a pipe bomb. High dudes turn cassette decks to tubes when the mic's on.
I'm seeing sights, bites and tight skirts of the sluts of my nuts who toss a bus inside a spider cunts trying to block. I'm daring you to try it on a bite this off. We're frightened not to watch this or a watch while we keep it boring. Forming habits, forcing faggots to retort, sorting out the raw from the raw. You thought wrong, then test the best you'll get beat when fletch mesh your speech and lose together. You brutes are deader than these goons are clever.
I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme. The rhyme, the rhyme. I try to write about fun and the good times, but the pen yanks away and explodes and destroys the rhyme.
I walk in and feel excited, living for days and not nights. Never knew it would be a struggle, an early journey of flight. See, grade 5, Rod the tomboy. 3s before, hopes destroyed. You're never gonna be a lawyer, girl. Surely that's an unrealistic ploy. Annoyed by high hopes and big dreams. Teachers negative steez, told to get my act together before I climb trees. The machine breaks you early and fits you to the mold. No fairy tale visions, no straws to clutch or hold. The bold one silenced in the classroom. Assume the position, barely fueling the friction and taught by addiction. Refine my suspicions, I take way too long to make ultimate decisions. A part-time smoker with too many convictions. So grab predictions of my life and let's set sail tonight. Towards utopian dreams of houses, dogs and wives. Exactly the trait you manifest into a life. Until Rapunzel cuts her locks and attempts to take flight. Until Rapunzel cuts her locks and attempts to redefine. Rapunzel cuts her locks and attempts to redefine. This is just another story. Of crying when milk gets spilled. This is just another story. Of hoping overriding guilt. This is just another story. When you can't escape its clutch. This is just another story. When fairy tales aren't enough. This is just another story. Of crying when milk gets spilled. This is just another story. Of hoping overriding guilt. This is just another story. When fairy tales aren't enough. This is just another another story. When it's alright to fuck up. Visions clouded by too much torrential rain. We gain perspective from reflections. Incohesive, repressed mental language, unnecessary anguish. A race of unhappy marriages. Diet pills and monthly bills. The love Prozac, man-made ills. We find ourselves lost and dispossessed. Heart attacks and unhappiness, indicative of stress. Skeletons barely ever confessed. Hard pressed to perform, confused by the norms that were born from theory. Never gave a second thought, artists thrive on emotions. Inability to think clearly, thoughts depressed and profound. Feel like I fell from the ground and the sky tumbled down. I smiled as I found I grew a little older. No longer obligated to be satisfied with the status quo. But you never quite know what's round the corner, so buckle up. Ambition drives but rarely sees the questions why. Tied 9 to 5, looking towards suicide. I'm looking at the cycles, forced into pigeonholes and told what's acceptable. Caught between yearning desires and what's deemed practical. I never knew this until they taught me this. Never taught to analyze, refuse or resist. It's time to tell the prince goodbye to this fairy tale shit. This is just another story. Of crying when milk gets spilled. This is just another story. Of coping overriding guilt. This is just another story. When you can't escape its clutch. This is just another story. When fairy tales aren't enough. This is just another story. Of crying when milk gets spilled. This is just another story. Of coping overriding guilt. This is just another story. When fairy tales aren't enough. This is just another story. When it's alright to fuck up.
Around the city, Hawthorne to Hursty. Melbourne hip-hop fellas are flowing for the thirsty. North it's to G-Town, Berry and Wheat Clowns. A lyrical commission, the winners in each round. All around the city, Alamein to Richmond. Crisp up in your system, this is the commission. From St Kilda to Sunshine, lung grind to punchlines. Always, never, sometimes, fuck mine's like cut lines.
This is stress relief, welcome to the press release. I never cease, like war going against the peace. I score the best of weed, sure to slaughter less MCs. Cut up a quarter, jug of water is the recipe. Scenes of many horrors I've lived through. A scholar of kicks, loops and bottles of Vicks brewed. I follow the southern squalls and scribble on others' walls. You're too fickle to fucking brawl. I mingle with troubled swords and double thoughts in my bank account. So check the statement, I can break it down. LC's taking the crown, making it healthy, never complacent. Pushing it to the limit, the others seem to be racing. We're getting into your system, precision with no division. Quality over quantity, audio anonymity. Visually there's no stopping me. I got the hot degrees, linking to a journalist. I burn just like a furnace, inflict a bitch with a nervous twitch.
It's evident this lyrical commission delegate is telling this for all your real rap revelers to benefit. Ever since 11, hip-hop's been my residence. I jacked all trades, to master one of 4 elements. Pure elegance, my eloquent word use was prevalent. And even in my style's early stages of development, the whispers got around that Trem shows potential, composing dope flows. Drop some overslow instrumentals. Incidentally, my first 12-inch was penciled into the books as one of Melbourne's most influential. Independently released debuts, and now I'm here to break the news to these fake crews, neglecting to pay dues and debts. I bruise reps and noose necks, a dude stepping thinking they got more juice than group sex. So think again before you pick up the pen to scroll scripts, call it quits and leave this shit up to Trem.
B.A. Lance's lyrics are top standard, the sought after broadcaster, a crafter of the advanced. The splatters of raps like melons whacked by batters that I've slapped on the wax canvas. A bloke to check when you're looking for dope, lyrical ferociousness. I wrote what you're supposed to get. Like a boxer's hand motion, I keep the speed smoking to your heads with no regret or commotion, and showing off so easily flowing yet hard to do. Look at those composing plots of dead defecation, like getting laden with knives, pussing penetrating with the men in quotations. Then eggs and bacon, putting prey to death like insects in the web, lacing the lines as the infestation of LC strikes your premises. But that's the end of this press statement.
Nowadays it's all about this.
That's a ticket like a raffle in a battle I baffle. I'm literally lateral, your fantasy I'm factual. Mathematically tactical, like a skater I'm radical. Fanatical flips, like acrobatical tricks. Who get sabbatical signs? Tragic rhymes are battered sublime. I'm matted in slime, you've had it in mind. Scattered from lines, I punch into your posse. Cut you like a scozzy slut. I'm rocking with the Aussies tough. Titties are big cities, there's pity when kiddies get to the jibby jams. Without the skippy slams, heads in the bedpost. You're looking dead most, so get ghost or let go. Sponsored by then ya gotta be techno or a fraud and little fake. I'm water within a lake, I'll slaughter you at the gates of hell. I break your shell, make you yell as your legs melt. Your scalp turns into gel, and as you learn to spell, you muddled up your letters. You couldn't cut it better than some shredded cheesy cheddar. Remember, this goes to flows of 91 in grimy pubs, getting blind as fuck as a young buck. I tucked into tinnies and a pack of blue winnies, clocking credits at the pennies, checking skinnies and their minis. It's a piece of piss, the beats releasing spits in drips, or getting pissed instead of using fists. I rip through heads with lung forces. You're done courses to get where I am, so just remember I slam noggins through walls. You haven't the gall or balls to call my name in a game, so I'll remain the pallbearer. I take care of theirs and any other, I swear it on my mother's name. I got some brothers that'll rearrange your frame. Even if you're out for fame, I'll push you out the game and stick a borrow through your brain. Make Milo your main meal, my styles will stay real like fair income or alcoholics drinking. Still nerves, I still pervert ill birds and reveal verse when I get the feel to peel words. I kill nerds, climb a hill in the burbs to get a herb, but never steal an old lady's purse. You with virtue, I'll hurt you quick. Out after your curfew when it's only 10 to 6.
When you're chilling in the hoodie with your friends at the footy, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. Or when you're drinking on some bogues and you're high above your lows, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. When you're picking up the mic every night to recite, that's a good thing, well that's a good thing. Whether your tracks are laid or rocking mics on stage, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. When you're chilling with your mates who meet the state taking a break, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. Or when you hear the lazy cut with the B-Rad strut, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. When you're doing what you do, barbecues with the crew, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. Or when you just cracked a beer and there's plenty of cheer, that's a good thing, that's a good thing. Bring on the ice, fresh we fill up the esky or drink at the SP. You best be nice, like a cold one. I write in the doldrums. You pole none, especially when I roll ton. I scold sons, they pulse holds, and even when I'm rusty like old guns, I leave they souls pulped. Your moles mold for strut, they waxing. Plus I'm hacking wussies that wanna act a sookie. I'll bash a bookie for bringing you better odds. Whether you enter comps or need to learn how to rock, I'm hot to flip. Got the gift that'll stop the shit, so lock your lips. Any imposters are hostages to the torturous chords I spit. So barman, pour the Vic and please tell the Lord I'm sick. I'm hoarse from spliffs and talking swift with force I hit. I'm more than lift, past the cordless kid. It hurts hard, like work on construction sites. I slide past cause their words don't function right. I'm type sharp, chemically enhanced to stand among cyclonic conditions and then part the eye of the storm. Precise when I perform, mice get sworn to secrecy. It's enormous, so easily deformed. If they renege on the pledge, I'm dredging their heads while they're vegging like dregs. I'm wrecking a set, whether in a club or on the couch in my house. I do a grouse, never slouch in a verbal stoush. I'm herbled out with my eyes nearly closed to feel the flows, freezing in 5 layers of clothes.
My brain's like a butcher's display to catch a phrase like game shows, prone to put you to shame. So be afraid, folks, this modern day bushranger came to raid your stagecoach, crooked like 1 foot in the grave. I lay low then wait to ambush you again on the way home, to snatch your paint and make you put up my name with a halo. Fuck a battle, test your luck at pub raffles, the winning ticket, watch me leaving with the chook and the tray. I rack my brains like Return of the Dead. Can't comprehend cats that claim they haven't heard of this yet. That's just absurdity. Mex connects a murderous thread to stitch your lips like refugees that refuse to be fed. The most my earnings are spent, still I'm churning what's left to turn this cream into spread so I can butter my bread. I suffer utter contempt for anyone I suspect of ducking under the fence instead of earning respect. Like university debts, I'll cast a hex on your performance. Forget your weak attempts to pay your dues in installments. I'll reject your mic checks if you try to cash them at my bank. I suggest you take a dive like Jess neglected her flight checks. Like getting an eye test, you try to decipher my bottom line. Despite what you find, you're still behind like a sodomite. I'll rob you blind like flogging a guide dog donation box, then leave you lost for time like Flavor Flav misplacing his clocks.
Rockin' through your brains, through your brains. Rockin' through your brains.
I rack my brains more eager than eagle thieving from graves, leaving people beneath like kids repeating a grave. I fit the key to the gate to free speech from its cage. Turn up the heat until it reaches 50 degrees in the shade.
I rack my brains like illegal lines of cocaine. My only aim's to paint a picture with words served profane. Claim your spot, make my mark, park my nuts in your ex. Fuck the sex, I did it just to tell the story to Mex. Trek my way, let's just say you'll need to pack your own lunch, cause if I crack you once I guarantee your backbone will crunch. Cunts are lactose towards a toy, I remain intolerant. Don't cross the line on hospice rhymes, in this domain we're dominant. I'll thieve your mic, leave you like what just happened? I'll brainwash a rapper's girl when I tell her boy should stop rapping. Time for action, any distractions just make me bomb harder. And by the end of the night I hold the title persona non grata. I rack my brains like a Steve Martin flick. Put an end to your misery if you're seen starting shit. Run up in your apartment quick, seize your equipment, sell it secondhand to the next man to raise G's for a shipment. Keep your distance. Consider this a friendly donation. No statements given when police are filming me on location. In case you weren't already aware, toys get burned, steadily tear. So the Medicare office, you will forever be there. Yeah, we're off the beaten track. So if you're thieving raps and your beats are whack, it may be determined you need a slap. My speech acts as the middleman to make you meet your match. We keep it fat, so I'ma leave it at that.
Rockin' through your brains, through your brains. Rockin' through your brains.
I rack my brains more eager than eagle thieving from graves, leaving people beneath like kids repeating a grave. I fit the key to the gate to free speech from its cage. Turn up the heat until it reaches 50 degrees in the shade.
I rack my brains as if it's polar or paint at a rising rate, live enough to make Napoleon wait. Slave traders turning their graves, preachers smoulder at stakes, and insomnia older than fate roll over and faint. Proclaim the no name from the top of your lips. The hospice click, throwing up fours but knocking for six. Often gotten this gift, I shooting off at the lips. I'm quick at copping a chick, chauffeured by a bottle of sips. I rack my brains the same as neurology, malpractice claims, all laboratory assistants digging in black market trades. Half your age and still chartered to raise. I'm keeping parties ablaze, we all just part of a craze. I lace tracks, trace back to be more unearthly than Neptune. A gloomy goon soon will sweep you off your feet with death broom. Your data release just seems a mustard to make your potty sting. This team's more bitter than big widow chicks or rich coffee beans. You don't like this type of violence, we'll just go with the flow. An overdose as my pro throws this blow to your nose. Not in it to click it, we're host, but there's an instant attraction. I start sell my bitches in positions to Maccas. Your beef can meet this match, feeding my raps what's not kosher. You better off with letterboxes, dropping brochures. I'll pull your cards like it's Father's Day to cast away half of you gays like Harare farmers in Zimbabwe.
Every day is not the same as any other. There's always something new to discover, and I'm a lover of discovery. I search for beats to recover me from sleep and smother me in basslines lovely. I'd rather be writing than fighting. Something exciting to me is a beat from OPT. Hopefully the day starts well and I don't dwell on the negativity that plagues any big city. I walk out the door and it's all good. Tapes around the neighborhood, time to break the fast for food and to get in the right mood to accomplish some goals. Even if I'm hungover, staggering like newborn foals, I rake the coals, looking for a burning ember. Every day is a party like the last day of December. Every day is a gift, we got a life to live. So wake up and shake up, take some and give. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day.
Ah, this country's got everything. Except money.
Yes, but we got the talkies, love, and the gramophone, and the wireless.
Every day I face a challenge to try and find the balance, to do myself the minimum of damage. Temptation leads and I follow, but sadness is hollow. A bitter pill that I sometimes swallow. I borrow with ease and girls that call me a sleaze, but I always say please, I'm on some Aussie disease. I love beating kiwis and koalas and gum trees and kookaburras and birds of any other species or race. I'm not divided in taste, I see the world as a place that's blessed with the grace of individuality. I'm actively involved with the melody, actually a speciality of mine, reality rhymes. My tragedy finds me in a good spot, with a good lot. I wake up every day and I'm living Aussie hip-hop. Hip-hop, hip-hop, hip-hop. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Some may find it strange, I want it rearranged. I wanna see pieces on trains and peace for a change. I wanna see danger erased, leaving no trace, no chase, no latest craze, no waste, no leaving that bad taste, no case to answer. Breaking rules like a dancer, taking a chance, standing and making advances. Australian hip hop enhances my cultural perspective. I'm part of a collective that's worldwide respected. Every day I wake up and try and affect it. I'll never perfect it and I'll never accept that. My mind is rap and it's a trap. I'll find out, perhaps I'll come back with a new style and all that. Is another day in the process to progress and grow best, to succeed in what I love best. It's all a test, and I've said it before that every day is yours and every day is one more. Wake up.
You'll be right. Pay him back on the Never Never.
That's great.
Oh, you men, come away from the bar and enjoy yourselves. Life's for living.
Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. Face another day. Wake up to life with sleep in my eyes and I rise. To face another day.
Now defiance as opposed to compliance. On this dusty road to self-sufficiency is where you'll find us. Seems this road's plagued by orange witches, hats and potholes, reminiscent of ambitions unfulfilled by what? Lost souls that fell victim to the system's torment. Motivation lies dormant, as if to say to the face of adversity, don't wake me if it ain't important. But hidden agendas and swords and smiles, they run rife on this unsealed road. And clarity's a luxury bestowed to those fortunate few who find the insight to view. This path is a road less travelled, not the road travelled by few. So now I'm standing on this mountain of glass, searching for that diamond, watching time and opportunity pass, climbing up the vine of life design. But sometimes I feel I'm losing my grip, and I find I gotta take 5 and just unwind. Can't afford to slip, gotta maintain focus to keep a stiff upper lip. So now I'm standing on this mountain of glass, searching for the diamond, watching time and opportunity pass, climbing up the vine of life design. But sometimes I feel I'm losing my grip, and I find I gotta take 5 and just unwind. I can't afford to slip. Gotta maintain focus and keep a stiff upper lip. Keep a stiff upper lip. That's right, try and stay focused and try and keep my head together so I can do my thing, you know? Yeah.
You walk around like you're owning the place. Concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way? You walk around like you're owning the place. Should concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. How on earth did you turn out this way? In his tight white t-shirt, biceps bulging, neck belly visible, head fully swollen, whistling down Chapel Street, confidently strolling. Heavy head on the legs, it's a wonder they're holding. In love with himself, everything he does is golden. Hair slicked back, but his whole style is stolen. Walking past the strangers, eyeballs rolling. Put yourself on the pedestal, this is what's unfolding. Unaware that the stairs are seeing something revolting. Nothing quite compares to the face that he's holding. Still can't figure out why his friends keep holding. Only touches the pussy when it's smelling like Poland. And so he steps up in the club, dressed to impress, expecting love. Next he connects to a buzz off drugs. Lest we forget, he's got large nuts. Hope floating, scoping out the sluts. Spots a hot little blonde with a big bust. Puts his hands on her hips and whips in a thrust. Quick to slip his hands onto her jugs. She twists with a kick and a punch. With a crunch he stumbles like a drunk. To the floor, he's gonna lose some more. Abuse to the core, I assure, seats are shaking. Obnoxious, thought he was top shit, but he was mistaken. And now he's off with this bruised and battered ego. This girl just bruised and battered his ego. Now, you walk around like you're owning the place. Concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now, how on earth did you turn out this way? You walk around like you're owning the place. Should concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way? These MCs walk around like they're top shit. Got control but lost a hold in the cockpit. Shit don't stink, the frolics in the daisies. Stuck on, maybe they're better than the rest. But what about the paramedics that pressed on the chest of a dying patient? Bless him with a life-saving occupation. The statements you're making are bold, but you can't compare the value of a single man's soul. If you're so fucking cool, you fools have achieved your goal. Paroling around, the plenty of props, getting frustrated when they're empty and stop. Paranoid, you'll eventually flop. So you swap that emotion with certainty, and arrogance is permanently spotted from my observatory. You ain't gonna murder me with all of those lyrics. Know your attitude knows no limits. Hardcore image behind the door's kinda timid. Are you finished with that whole approach? If you're so dope and they're so whack on every bloody track, lacks innovation, arrogantly awaiting the fuel circulating to power the attitude elevating. And when I'm facing the fan, I show some respect and I shake their hand. Thanks. You walk around like you're owning the place. Concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way? You walk around like you're owning the place. Should concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way? You walk around like you're owning the place. Concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way? You walk around like you're owning the place. Should concentrate on where you're going today. Click your fingers and you're gonna get laid. Now how on earth did you turn out this way?
Bruce, how do you go? 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 Bruce, how do you go?